Seedance 2.5 just dropped, and it's the biggest jump in AI UGC I've seen. Every clip here came from one prompt, and I can't even tell that they're AI. This model is currently the best, but it's also the most expensive AI video generator, so people are burning a ton of credits on it. I've spent a stupid amount of time and credits figuring out what actually works, so in this video I'll show you exactly how you can use it the right way. We're going to clone a viral UGC video from scratch and then build a full multi-scene video, and at the end I'll run the entire thing just by chatting with Claude. Every prompt, workflow and Claude skill I build today is linked in the description for free. So the easiest way to test a new video model is to clone a viral video, because that way we can put the real one and the generated one side by side. For this video, I'm going to be using Wireflow because it's a node-based canvas workflow tool, so we can see all of our Seedance outputs on a single canvas, and then we can pipe one prompt into multiple different Seedance nodes. So I'll leave a link to this in the description. So now I'm in Wireflow and I created a new project. So to start, we need to find a winning video to clone. So I'm just going to click research, and then I'm going to select meta ads, but you can also do Instagram Reels or TikTok content. But for this, we'll just do meta ads. So I'm going to click browse, and then I'm just going to type in electrolytes, and then I'm just going to change this to be longest running and click search. A couple seconds later, and we have the best performing ads on this topic, which is because I filtered it by longest running, meaning that all of these ads are most likely making money, because if not, these brands would have stopped running the ads. So we're just going to select this one here, which has been running for 3 months. You can see that the page has 1.7 million likes, and it's running on all of these different platforms here. So I'm just going to select this one and then click save. So now we have this meta ads content here, and then once this finishes running, we'll be able to connect it to our content analysis node. So now the meta ad is ready to connect to the content analyzer, and the way I got this node here was by right-clicking the canvas, selecting research, and then clicking on content analyzer. Then I just connected the video to the video input. So next we're just going to click on this, and you can see on the right here you have your settings, max frames, which model you want to use, and I'm just going to click on run. And this gives us a full master prompt for the video, so the exact words, the timing, and what's on every screen at each moment. So a few seconds later, and the content analyzer has finished, and you can see it's grabbed the first frame of the video, as well as created a prompt for us to give into Seedance 2.5. So next, I'm just going to grab this breakdown here, drag it into the open, and I have Seedance 2.0 selected here as a favorite, but I'm just going to search Seedance 2.5. Then here we can click on this node here and set the settings. So I'm going to do 15 seconds, 720p, generate audio on, and then I'm going to also connect this image frame as a reference image here, and now I'm going to click on run. All right, so it's about 2 minutes later, and Seedance 2.5 is just finished up, and you can see that it's actually in the wrong dimensions or aspect ratio. So I'm going to come here and just make sure that it's set at 9:16 for the next run. But we can actually just give this a quick watch.
That's what it takes me to.
Wait, I like this one.
You do?
Yeah, I want to do them together. Truly like childhood flavors, but for grown-up hydration.
It's good.
So you can see it's extremely realistic, and I'm just going to click run, and it's taking this exact starting frame here and recreated it with AI. So you can change what they say, how they act, and which products that you include in the ad. So here's the final generated video on the right with the original real ad on the left.
It takes me back to, it's like the concession stand. That's what it takes me to.
It takes me back to, it's like the concession stand. That's what it takes me to. Wait.
So you can see that it basically nailed the realism, the scene, and the products, but their voices aren't the same, and the video just has no captions yet. So now that you know how to clone any meta ad with Seedance 2.5, let's actually build one from scratch. This time I'll include how you can add your own product to the video, and for this example I'm going to create an unboxing format. So the first thing we need is an opening reference image to set the scene. So we need an image of a woman essentially doing an unboxing. So I'm going to right click the canvas and then just type in text and then select this text input, which is where we're going to paste the prompt. So I've just pasted this prompt here, which is a prompt of a woman doing an unboxing essentially. So next I'll drag and drop this into the open, and I'll just select GPT image 2, and I'll click on this, and then on the right I'm going to change the settings to be portrait 9:16, and then I'm going to do just one image, and I'm going to click run. So this prompt, I'll share it in the description, and it'll also come with this workflow, so you can clone this exact workflow that we're working on. So the image just finished generating, and you can see that the image basically looks real. And if I wasn't happy with this image, I would just click on run again and then get a new version of the image, or I would tweak this prompt a tiny bit and then click on run again. So next, we want to upload our actual product image. So I'm just dragging and dropping my image into the canvas here, and it'll create an import node for us. For this example, I just picked an unbranded pair of shoes. So next is the part that actually matters, which is the Seedance 2.5 prompt. And Seedance 2.5 works best when every single timestamp gets 3 things. So the exact time window, the exact words being spoken, and exactly what's on screen when they say it. So I've already spent a bunch of time creating prompts that work really well with Seedance 2.5. So I'm just going to paste this one in here and then show you how you can connect it with these reference images to Seedance 2.5. And I'll include this prompt in the workflow in the description as well. So next I'm going to bring in a Seedance 2.5 node. There we go. And then I'm going to connect this prompt to the prompt section. I'm going to connect the reference image 1 to the start frame input. And I'm going to connect the product image over here into the reference images input. And then, so now we can see in this prompt, the actual reference images are getting referenced with this @ symbol here. So you can just type in any prompt @ and then select any image on the workflow like that. And this is really helpful because it kind of tells Seedance 2.5 which images are used for what. And you can also do the same for audio and video if you have that on your canvas. So next I'm going to go through this prompt here, and I'm just going to replace the places where it says product and product color, shoes in white. Then in the key features section, I'm just going to write the soles are so much better in person. And then I'm going to come over here and just make sure that it's 9:16, duration 15 seconds, and then I'm going to click on run. Okay, so you can see that that came out actually really good. She started talking naturally while she unpacks the box, and then when she lifts the sneakers up, the background actually blurred like a real camera. Now let's make the second half where she takes the shoes out and puts them on. It's essentially the same pattern, but this time we're going to start with the very last frame of this video here. And to do this, we're going to right click and click frame, type frame extractor, select that one, connect this to that, and then click run. So what this is going to do is extract all of the frames in this video, and then we're going to select the last frame, and then we're going to connect this to a new Seedance 2.5 node. So that's going to mean that the end of this video is going to seamlessly connect into the start of this next video here. So the frame extractor just finished, and you can see it's extracted 20 different frames, and I've got it selected to the last frame, which is 20 of 20. And then I've just gone ahead and connected the motion prompt for the second clip into a new Seedance 2.5 node, and I also connected this extracted start frame and connected it into the start frame connector here, as well as connecting the original product image into the reference images like that. And then once again, I've just made sure that the settings are exactly what I wanted, and now I'm going to click run. So that second one just finished up, and now we have 2 different Seedance 2.5 clips, and usually you have to take this out of the AI platform and into like CapCut or Premiere Pro, but Wireflow actually has its own video editor node here. So I just connected both of the clips into the video editor node. The first clip is in the first video input here, and then the second clip I just clicked on add input and then connected the second clip to that video editor node as well. So if we click edit on the video editor node, it'll open the video editing UI, and this lets us move clips around, crop, and generally do everything that you can do in CapCut, like adding captions and transitions. It even has a AI video editing agent, which you can just ask to make any changes you want and it'll do it for you. So now I'll just play the second clip for you guys, including the transition from the first clip.
The soles are so much better in person. Okay, so I am actually going to try them now and I need to report back. The fit is exactly what I wanted. I was worried about sizing, and they go with literally everything I own.
So you can see that the actual transition was pretty much seamless because we used the end clip of the first video as the start frame for the second video. But the second video was a bit strange because the AI character kind of just launched herself up onto the table. So if we want to fix this, we would just go back into this motion prompt here, and then we would change a few of these words here so that she doesn't climb onto the table. So this is the whole workflow for creating an unboxing style UGC video with Seedance 2.5. And Seedance 2.5 actually allows you to stack up to 50 reference images or video or even audio. So next I'm going to show you actually a new test. So I've got this viral UGC style video that I created with Seedance 2 about 2 months ago, and we're going to use the exact same prompt and image with Seedance 2.5 to compare the difference in quality from Seedance 2 to Seedance 2.5. So here's the same prompt and reference images on 2.0 and 2.5. You can see straight away in the movement and the lighting. And you can also hear the background noise in these. The quality on the Seedance 2.5 is just much higher. And also the skin texture and just the general more organic look is much stronger on 2.5 than 2.0. Okay, so now that we've generated a few different types of videos with Seedance 2.5, I'm going to show you my favorite thing about Wireflow. So Wireflow comes with an MCP server, which means that you can use Wireflow from directly within your Claude code. You can use it to generate clips, edit workflows, and even create workflows from scratch just by chatting with your Claude. So the first step in setting up the MCP server is just on the Wireflow homepage at the top here. You want to click on Set It Up. Then once you're on the MCP connector docs page, we're going to come here and copy this link here. Now we go over to Claude and we click on Customize. Then inside of Customize, we click on Connectors. Then within the connectors, you want to click on Add Custom Connector. Then paste that link here and just give it a name, Wireflow AI. And then click Add. All right, now we just click Connect. So now Claude wants to access your Wireflow account. And just make sure you sign to the right account. Click Allow. So now you can see all of the tools that the MCP has. So you can do all of these things within Wireflow. So cloning templates, scheduling a workflow, creating a workflow, automations, video timelines, running workflows, etc. So now that we have the MCP set up, all we have to do is send it a message. So for this example, I just pasted that workflow link from earlier and I wrote, can you please run this workflow, but update the prompt to make the woman blonde? And then Claude just went into the workflow, it changed the prompt, and then it started the video generation. And then about 2 minutes later, it came back to me with these links here, which are just the MP4 links of those video outputs. So we can just open both of these links now. So you can see that it's generated the exact same videos and it's just changed the woman's hair to blonde. I find the MCP connection super useful because it gives Claude the full context of my workflows, which means I can have Fable 5 creating high quality image and video prompts for me, or I can even have it researching top performing ad scripts and include those scripts as prompts in my workflows. It also has the full context of my client projects and my business, so that whenever it's generating prompts, they're all going to be on brand and up to date with what I'm working on at the moment. Everything that I built today, the flows, the prompts, and the Claude skills are linked in the description for free.